From Pygmalion by George Bernard Shaw. Act 3. It is Mrs. Higgins' at-home day. Nobody has yet arrived. Her drawing room in a flat on Chelsea Embankment has 3 windows looking on the river, and the ceiling is not so lofty as would be in an older house of the same pretension. The windows are open, giving access to a balcony with flowers in pots. If you stand with your face to the windows, you have the fireplace on your left and the door in the right-hand wall closed to the corner nearest the windows. Mrs. Higgins was brought up on Morris and Burne-Jones, and her room, which is very unlike her son's room in Wilpolm Street, is not crowded with furniture and little tables and knick-knacks. In the middle of the room there is a big ottoman, and this, with the carpet, the Morris wallpapers, and the Morris chintz window curtains, and the brocade covers of the ottoman and its cushions, supply all the ornament and are much too handsome to be hidden by odds and ends of useless things. A few good oil paintings from the exhibitions of Grosvenor Gallery 30 years ago, the Burne-Jones, not the Whistler side of them, are on the walls. The only landscape is a Cecil Lawson on the scale of Rubens. There is a portrait of Mrs. Higgins as she was when she defined fashion in her youth in one of the beautiful Rosentian costumes, which, when caricatured by people who did not understand, led to absurdities of popular aestheticalism in the 1870s. In the corner, diagonally opposite the door, Mrs. Higgins, now over 60 and long past taking the trouble to dress out of the fashion, sits writing at an elegantly simple writing table with a bell button within reach of her hand. There is a Chippendale chair further back in the room between her and the window nearest her side. At the other side of the room, further forward, is an Elizabethan chair roughly carved in the taste of Indigo Jones. On the same side, a piano in a decorated case. The corner between the fireplace and the window is occupied by a divan cushion in Morris chintz. It is between 4 and 5 in the afternoon. The door is opened violently, and Higgins enters with his hat on. "Henry, what are you doing here today? It is my home day. You promised not to come." "Oh, bother. Go home at once. I know, Mother, I came on purpose, but you mustn't. I'm serious, Henry. You offend all my friends. They stop coming whenever they meet you. Nonsense. I know I have no small talk, but people don't mind. Oh, don't they? Small talk indeed. What about your large talk? Really, dear, you mustn't stay." "I must. I have a job for you, a phonetic job." "No use, dear. I'm sorry, but I can't get used to your round vowels. And though I like to get pretty postcards in your patent shorthand, I always have to read the copies in ordinary writing you so thoughtfully send me." "Well, this isn't a phonetic job." "You said it was." "No, not your part of it. I've picked up a girl." "Does that mean some girl has picked you up?" "Not at all. I don't mean a love affair." "What a pity." "Why?" "Well, you never fall in love with anyone under 45. When will you discover that there is some rather nice-looking young women about?" "Oh, I can't be bothered with young women. My idea of a lovable woman is something as like you as possible. I shall never get into the way of seriously liking young women